My Crypto Radio News.
While the world financial markets are eagerly waiting for the fast interest rate decision, tonight an important comment on the subject came from the world-famous former CEO of Goldman Sachs, Lloyd Blankfein. Speaking to CNBC's broadcast, Lloyd Blankfein said, "I wouldn't raise rates and I don't think they will. In fact, everything here will be revealed with the words to be said at the press conference. There is no difference between a Falcon pause and a pigeon 25 basis point increase. The press conference to be held after the decision is much more important." Saying that he did not find it correct to compare the 2008 crisis with this banking crisis, Blankfein said, "There was a big difference between the two crises. Currently, the banking system is much better than before. There is much stronger capital in the banks. However, the fact that the situation is more robust at the moment does not mean that we should not worry." After the Bitcoin bill presented by Republican lawmaker Kamala Harris yesterday, this time the famous senator of the state, Ted Cruz, came up with an anti-CBDC bill. The federal government does not have the authority to unilaterally issue a central bank digital currency. This bill aims not to allow the government to centralize or control cryptocurrencies at will, and vice versa to help cryptocurrencies flourish in the United States. On the other hand, in addition, the Cruz senators Mike Brown and Chuck Grassley also signed the bill. In Texas, the second largest state in the USA in terms of both population and area, a new bill has been introduced to protect the rise of Bitcoin owners, miners, and developers. The bill describes how Bitcoin has made many technological breakthroughs, including the blockchain and a distributed ledger. It is also stated how secure Bitcoin is, the right of Bitcoin miners to use any available energy source for Bitcoin network security is also addressed in the bill. The new bill states that no citizen will be deprived of the right to own Bitcoin and talks about their protection. The bill also reaffirms the security of owning and transacting with Bitcoin in the state. Republican lawmaker Kamala Harris, who presented the bill, said that the USA should not follow the same path, citing China as an example. Harris argued that China's ban on Bitcoin mining and transaction is an authoritarian form of government and completely opposed to US values. Max Keiser, one of the earliest investors of Bitcoin and one of his staunch advocates for years, claimed that the biggest crypto money will suddenly reach $220,000 and the real bull season will begin after that. Referring to the recent banking crisis, Keiser said, "Remember, they are deliberately and intentionally failing banks. They also hedge deposits to pave the way for CBDCs. Thanks to the CBDCs to be issued by the Fed, government control will increase. They will look at where you spend your money. The Fed needs to go to -3% interest rate right away, or they will go bankrupt. A drop of 775 basis points is required in a single move. The US dollar is depreciating more and more. Soon the dollar will be worthless and FDIC insurance won't matter." Prepared by My Crypto Radio News Center, we have transferred the news. Happy day, everyone.